Teacher aesthetics in the building, man. Guys, today I'm gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna answer the questions that you guys asked, both on YouTube and Instagram. We're gonna start it off here at the office, so let's do this. So we're gonna start off with the first question from Emilio. And this is 3 tips for starting an online fitness business, right? Now this is probably gonna be the longest answer of today's Q&A. So if you're not interested in all these things about business, then make sure to skip to this part of the video to see the rest of the Q&A. I have an epic handwriting, by the way. I'm so good at this.
This says three tips, just to be sure.
I do some letters with like capital letters and some letters.
I do the same dumb shit. I really do the same dumb shit.
I'm like doubting what to do. Fitness.
Especially when you get looked on right now.
Exactly. No stress.
And the thing is, there's like, this E is different than that E.
I know.
Everything goes...
It's very inconsistent, all right? That's the first lesson. If you want to start your online fitness business, you have to be consistent, not inconsistent like I am. This is why I am not a school teacher, okay? So anyway, guys, first tip, very important one, and this actually goes for any business, but it's to find your niche market. You have to ask yourself, what are you going to do different than someone else in the industry, whatever industry you're at, and whether it's a product or a service. I assume this question is coming from someone who probably wants to do online personal training. You got to find out like what are your qualities, what makes you different. So you want to be a specialist instead of a generalist, right? You don't want to like serve every single person, help everyone. Obviously that would be great, but it's smarter to focus on a specific target group that you are very specialized in, right? So maybe you personally, you really love intermittent fasting, then become the expert at that. Maybe you follow a ketogenic diet, right? Maybe you got great results at it, your clients as well. It's a really special market. Perhaps you do CrossFit, so you focus on CrossFitters, but to focus on every single sport, on every single thing, every single person, it just makes you very general. And in a world where there is just a lot of people trying to do this, it's just very important to stand out, right? So think about what makes you stand out, what are your unique selling points. And the cool thing when you have a service like personal training is that there's always one unique selling point that you have, and that is yourself. Okay, your personality is always a unique selling point, so that's really cool. Keep that in mind, okay? Number 2 is a personal approach. See, this is what can really make you stand out as well. And if you are just starting out in business, if you're a nobody, like nobody knows your name, just like me, for example, when I started making YouTube videos, when I started like trying to help people with getting in shape and doing all this, nobody knew who I was, right? I didn't have any connections, so I had to start from scratch, right? Personal approach is so important. And it's what makes you stand out, because now, for example, I get so many DMs, I get so many people wanting me to help them get in shape, right? But I'm not able to answer every single person, go on a call with them, help them through WhatsApp, do video calls. And this is something that you are able to do if you have very little clients, if you're just starting out. So see it as something unique, that you don't have many clients yet, because that makes you really able to focus 100% on your client and provide extra value, right? So you will in the beginning provide more value than you actually get paid for, but that is an investment that you make in your future business, and that's a very important lesson in business anyway. That's what you always got to do, right? So that means perhaps you even have to help people for free, and that gets to my next point, because number 3 is to collect transformation photos and testimonials. What the f is this? Yeah. This is very, very crucial, guys. You know, reviews are super, super important in this time that we live in, because everything is digital. People will always look up your brand online before they purchase anything. And especially if you're an online coach, people want to see what kind of results they can expect when they start working with you, right? And because there are so many other coaches out there, you have to like prove what the result is of your product, right? So when it comes to like a product that you create, there's always like unique selling points that it has, right? Now, if you're just starting out as a coach, you haven't helped anyone yet, but you have like the knowledge and you've perhaps transformed yourself, you still don't really have anything to really prove to the people that you can also help them, right? You have a little bit because you've helped yourself, right? but you also need to be able to help other people with that. And to prove that, transformation photos and testimonials, depending on what kind of service you offer. Maybe you help people get in a better mental state, right? Maybe you help people with performing better. Then there will not necessarily be transformation photos because then the physical progress may not be huge, but there may be a huge mental progress, right? So with these people, you want to ask for their story. Maybe they can shoot a little video for you, right? That has a testimonial, that they explain what your service has to offer. And this is how you collect them by, like, if you're just starting out, as I said, the personal approach. Usually people will want to help you out if you help them with sending you photos and stories to help you out in your business. And if they don't, then you have to help people for free. If you don't have any clients yet, you have to help people for free with a personal approach in order to collect those transformation photos, testimonials, so that you can actually show that your product or service, that it works, right? So these are, I would say, definitely the top 3 that are very important to start off with, that I've done in my personal journey to becoming an online personal trainer as well. So that's it. Mamma mia. A little Italian meal here.
So,
anything with pasta is
what's in
Italian meal. This is
It's like some strong cheese or something? Or fish, or what is it?
Yeah, this is the recipe for my last video. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out.
Oh, I missed out.
Full day eating, man, you missed out. Okay, so on that video, I got some questions as well. So first question here is from Paolo Zanatti. Hey Merijn, thanks for the video. What's your current body weight? Cheers. So I'm currently weighing 89 kgs, almost 90 kgs, which like for me is relatively very heavy. So if you compare it to my stage weight, which is obviously, it's not very relevant because then I was super depleted and stuff. But before I went on stage, I was like 75 kgs, right? So that's almost 15 kg difference, which is crazy, but I'm also less lean now. That would be the next question. It was, Merijn, what happened to the lean look? Well, I'm currently trying to gain some size, man. That's what happened to it.
Give your own creation a rating.
This is certainly an 8. No, it's GAF, as Chris Jones would say. Good as fuck.
Oh shit, I was searching.
Next question, guys, is do you have some tips how to wake up directly on your first alarm without like a snooze? Right, a lot of people have this issue. First of all, it is a bad idea anyway to sleep like next to your phone, or some people even have them under their pillow. That's even worse with the radiation, right? It can seriously mess up your sleep. It's not good. So you want to put your phone away anyway. But as far as the alarm, I wake up every single morning with some exceptions here and there, but these exceptions are only a few times, like literally almost never. But I'll put my phone like on the other side of the room, for example. And if this is not even enough for you, maybe even like put it just as far away as possible, but that you do hear the sound, right? So that there's no escaping it. And then you have to actually get up to go to the phone, and then you're already up anyway. This helps massively, right? If it's next to your bed, it's way too easy to snooze. And as I said, for the radiation, it's not a good idea anyway. So my advice, it is pretty simple in theory. Just put it on the other side of the room, okay? It's maybe not so simple in real life, but that is the answer. That is the solution. And then you just have to build that discipline to really get up and don't go back into bed. But this makes it a lot easier. Right, guys, on to the next question. And the next question is...
By who? By who is the next question?
And the next question is by Zaryarivala. Zaryarivala. What we have to say about gaining self-confidence and getting rid of self-doubt. Something a lot of people struggle with for sure. And I think a big misconception is that, you know, you would just, by thinking differently, just magically change it. And that is certainly true in a way, but you have to put in the work in order to gain confidence, right? So like the work comes first, and then the confidence follows. Wyro, think back of when you started, you know, filming for the first time. Were you like all of a sudden confident? Or did that happen as you tried it more and more? You got better at it.
That's a good example. You get confident while doing it over and over and over. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually the same with filming literally in the gym. You come to a point where you don't even care about people looking at you filming in the gym or whatever.
Yeah, so a lot of people ask me as well, like with starting vlogging. Like how do you get started with vlogging? How do you get rid of this self-doubt and insecurity? And like, it will be there, you know? Yeah. You gotta do it. You gotta first start, do the work. and then slowly you will gain that confidence as you notice that, you know, not that much is actually happening. You learn lessons, you get better at it, and this is when that confidence builds up. And the same thing, you know, it goes for business. When you start your first business, you will, like, you're not sure what's going to happen, right? You get more confident as you do certain things. Let's say you're a salesperson and you want to like close deals. The first deals don't go your way, and then like all of a sudden you get the deal, and then you start becoming confident, you know. If you want to like approach girls on the street, you've never done it before, you will not, by just watching like videos and stuff about it like over and over again, you will not get more confident. You will actually have to go out there and, you know, try to pick up a girl or get a number or whatever it is, and then you will start to get more confident the more you do it.
You get more of a professional in the things you do often. Exactly.
So that's what we're about to do now. We're gonna get confident because we're hitting the gym, and I love this shit, so let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. Killing it. Okay, next question, guys. From Yuri VTV. When training 3 times a week, do you recommend 3 times full body or upper lower full body? I would definitely recommend full body 3 times. It's actually an amazing routine. It's a routine that I follow very often if I have less time or if I'm traveling, you know, in different countries and stuff, different gyms. Then I certainly like to do it. Because of the high frequency, I definitely would recommend it over upper lower full body. But if you can make it to the gym 4 times a week, then upper lower. Next question today. This one for Standing Man on YouTube, okay? Does playing soccer once or twice a week affect muscles? He knows because he's been there. What do you think?
No, not twice a week. It doesn't. Especially if you eat properly, then it's all right. But you have to make sure that you're eating enough. If you're under eating, then it's easy to like get in a bigger deficit because you do. Yeah, soccer, it's pretty intense. So make sure you eat enough, but it doesn't really matter as long as you have enough rest days as well. So don't go for like 6 times strength training and maybe 2 times soccer. Switch it up a bit, but just make sure you eat enough, and then it's not a problem at all.
That's it. All right, so the next question is from Niels CASS. Ever tried progressing in RIR? So that means reps in reserve. I do sort of the same technique, but it's the opposite way. So this is called the RPE scale. And so basically what it means, reps in reserve. If you have 1 rep left in a tank, then you have 1 in reserve. But on the RPE scale, it's 1 to 10. So then you will be on the RPE scale of 9, right? 1 below 10. So I can explain it further in a future video if you guys want me to. So let me know, but that's the way that I personally like to train. All right, guys, so finishing it off here. As you can see today, we're training in an actual gym, man. So this is the Avalon gym in Nijmegen. We have an outside area, so that is allowed now here. Obviously with reservation and all that. We're allowed to film here in this gym as well. So big shout out to Avalon. If you live in Nijmegen, check them out. We're happy to be able to do something else than just the barbell, you know, do the machines. Feels incredible. Feeling reborn. So that was an awesome workout, guys. And time for the next question. And this is, are you thinking about opening a My Shredded Lifestyle gym? So this was an actual idea about a year ago. I moved to Haarlem, the Netherlands, with this plan in mind to do that in the near future. Now Corona has, you know, changed those plans, but would it be a dream of mine to open a My Shredded Lifestyle gym one day, to have my own gym? Hell yeah, guys, that would be a dream for sure. So that is still on the bucket list. Hi guys, it's magic.
Those colors though.
My car is a different color all of a sudden. It's shining. And I got some food. I'm Merlin the Wizard. That's where my name comes from. So we got a post-workout meal going on here. The Subway again. Guys, this is a drink that is very underrated. Or maybe it isn't in your mind, but like, I didn't drink this for years. And then Stewie, he introduced me. You know, coach me for my competition, who helped me at the end with posing and everything, if you guys remember. But back then he introduced me to this again, and it's so freaking good, man. And back in the day I didn't know this, it didn't really contain calories, but it has like 5 calories.
Yeah.
5 calories for the whole thing. So good, and they have this in different flavors as well.
Yeah, the red one.
This is not sponsored, it's not an ad, okay? But anyway, really refreshing. So guys, I have a question here that's pretty interesting. So the question is, Merijn, why do you focus so much on the carbs and fats? The calorie total as well as the protein is what's most important. And you're definitely right there in a certain way. The calories are, first of all, most important before you start worrying about macros. And then, you know, if you're trying to build muscle, protein is very important. Carbs and fats, indeed, you can hit, like, you can have a certain goal, like I want to eat like 3,400 calories a day. I want to have like, you know, 180 grams of protein, and then I play around with the carbs and fats to get to my caloric goal. Yes, that's the way to do it. That's the way that I personally do it a lot myself as well. But if you want to like take it further, if you want to do things like perfectly, for example, if you're cutting body fat, you're very strict, then it does matter, you know, whether your carbs are higher, your fats are higher. At some stage, having like cutting fat super low is not the answer. So instead you can only cut the carbs. So yes, in the first instance, like calories are most important, and then you have perhaps protein because you can play around more with carbs and fats. So it all depends how in depth you want to go. Like you can always like move a level up in how serious you take things, right? So that's my opinion on it. Next question is from Stephen Klaassen. What would be your first travel destination when the world gets back to normal? So let me point it out to you guys. Come over here. It's right there. Houston, Texas. Definitely want to go there again. You know, Christian is opening his new gym. Well, his complete, I don't even know how you want to call it, but the name is Alpha Land. It's multiple gyms. It's almost like a amusement park, but then for fitness, right?
Right.
No, it's a massive project. I'm so proud of him, and you guys know that I'm very proud of being an athlete working with the company, and you know I love the team, everyone included. So I want to like meet everyone there. I haven't seen all the guys and girls in quite a while. You know, some I have seen in the year, but a lot of them I haven't, and I look forward to like all together meeting right there and just having a good time, right? And then another question while we're sitting here anyway. This is, did you ever think about going backpacking and traveling the world when you were younger? Okay, so I did make the decision to go to the US when I was 17 years old. I did that, I did a language course, English, and I was there on my own. That was the first time, you know, I left home and I went somewhere on my own, and it was the best decision that I ever made. Okay, backpacking is a whole different story even, because then you're like constantly in different places as well, and I haven't done it like that. I think it would be freaking awesome though. So if you do think about it, I would definitely recommend you know, you give that a go. I have definitely thought about, you know, like doing that in Asia. Maybe one day I will, but like with all the camera equipment, I don't know if someone will rob me or like what will happen. So but that would be a freaking dope experience. So I definitely do want to travel the world if it's going to be actual backpacking.
We thought about it before, Asia, right? Thailand.
Yeah.
We thought about it before. We canceled it.
Yeah, so
it was in the same period as you did your show, I think.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So we still have that on our bucket list, bro.
Yeah.
We are gonna make that happen.
Someday.
Hell yeah, man. It's gonna be a good time. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's Q&A. That's it for today. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Catch you very soon. Peace out.
This complication spin my mind, but I know I gotta keep pushing through. Yeah, I keep doing my own thing. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it. Yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back.